What's up, everybody? It's Mac Farmstead here, back at you with another one. Stopped at the feed store yesterday and couldn't help myself. Picked up three more, and I guess you can call that chicken math. Yes, chicken math is real. Once you start, raising chickens, you're gonna come across so many different breeds and selections that it's like collectibles. It's almost like you wanna get them all. But ultimately, you have to replenish your flock from time to time. Um, Chickens usually live to be about 7 to 10 years old, and as they get older, they taper off on their laying. And so, if you've seen my flock, then you know I have a couple older birds who's slowing down. In particular, my Americana is about 7 years old. She's laying, once or twice a week maybe. But yeah, so I lost a bird a few weeks ago to a predator. One of the initial chicks from the younger group of birds that I have perished on arrival, and therefore I figured I'd pick up three more to replenish the flock. But yeah, chicken math is real. You go and you see these little cute, adorable little chicks, and you can't help but get more and more and more. So you have to be keen and aware of that. But this lavender one here is the Americana. The black one is a Cuckoo Moran, which lays chocolate brown eggs. Beautiful. The Americana lays bluish green eggs, and the yellow one back there, she'll end up being white and black, but she is a light Brahma, as you can see the feathers on her feet and legs, and they get pretty big. All of these birds lay around 200 to 230 eggs a year, which is pretty good. They can even do more sometimes. And then the light Brahma is a dual purpose bird, of course, and so is buff Orpingtons. And what a dual purpose bird is they could be a meat bird or an egg layer or both. So at the end of her life, she could become soup if need be, right? But yeah, this is three more chicks to add to the flock. They're about 2 or 3 days old, and I'll keep them in here for about a day or two while I set up the brooder for them, and then they'll go in the brooder for about 5 or 6 weeks. I'll take them outside on warmer days. It is the summer here in Northern California, which is easily in the 90s to triple digits. So there'll be days where I'll take them outside and let them get some fresh air and things of that nature. And then after about 6 weeks, I'll put them in the small coop out there so that they can start mingling with the bigger birds. I typically like to get my pullets into the hen house within about 5 to 7 months, maybe even younger, depending on the weather and how much they feather out and they can get to mingle with the bigger birds. But ultimately, the faster you can have them mingling with the bigger birds and get them feathered out, the faster you can get them into the hen house. Now, even as smaller birds in the hen house, there are some risks, but you can always set up a small box in there that won't allow the bigger hens to enter so that they can run for cover when need be. And if you make it out of cardboard, then you can always move that box to the run or wherever you want to put them until you let them free range. But as of right now, they're just a few days old, and so they'll be inside for a couple weeks, and then shortly they'll be out there with the big girls in the hen house. So definitely, this one here, the Cuckoo Marran, she's very much so social, as you can see. But baby chicks can be fragile, but they are pretty hardy if you keep them in a good condition, good environment, you know. But yeah, one of the things you want to do also is when you get your chicks, you want to take a good look at them before you bring them home. If you're picking them up from a feed store or from a local seller. If you're ordering them through the mail, you can't do that. But if you're buying them at a Tractor Supply, a feed store, or something like that, you can always go and check their feet, check their beaks, make sure that you're grabbing the ones that are active and moving around and seems energetic. And that way, you at least can visually know you're getting a healthy bird, but you never know until you get them back. Another thing is like I said before, they'll go into the small coop first for a couple of weeks, maybe 6 weeks or so, and that way, not only can they get to meet the bigger birds and get to experience the outside environment, but they will be able to stay quarantined just in case one of them do have something. We wouldn't want it to spread to our flock. So very important to quarantine your birds for a while, just in case, because you just never know with commercial growers and stuff like that, what disease or pest you could be bringing in. So that's always a good thing to do, is keep your birds quarantined initially when you bring them home, and make sure everything is copacetic. So as you can see, these guys or these girls, I should say, are enjoying themselves and having a good time. But just wanted to give everybody an update to let you know, yeah, we are adding to the flock. We're always adding to the flock. It's not the newest idea. It's just replenishment. And naturally, you want to do your replenishing before your older birds go. So that way you don't lose egg production. There's no loss in egg production as birds age out and new birds come in. So by the time the older birds decide to age out, these birds will be laying. And so therefore my egg cycle should not stop. But that's all I got to say for now, guys. Just giving you an update on the chicks. So if you learned anything, or is there anything that you didn't learn, or if there's something you want to teach me, go ahead and leave a comment. Please hit that like and that subscribe button. Hit the bell for notification if you want to see more videos of baby chicks. And I'll see you next time. Have a good day, everybody. Mac Farmstead, I'm out.